Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. It is Chubby Ray Comics live on a Friday afternoon. Welcome, 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 everybody. How you doing, guys? You ready? Tonight is the final night. We're going to get an entry in for the Detective Comics by Peter J. Tomasi Omnibus. We're giving it away tomorrow. Tomorrow is the giveaway. Tonight's last night to get entered into the Rice Krispies Cup of Death. I'll be reading all the names tonight. And there's a lot of names in here. I went out of my way to get a lot of names in here. So we will read them all tonight, and then you'll find out if you are in or not. All right. So tonight is the night. Also, we are starting the show with what I think is a great topic. We're starting the show with a question. You know, I like to start the shows with a subject where we all dive in. I like to hear everybody's opinion on it. Tonight we are starting with which X-Men would you like to see eliminated? It's Eliminate an X-Men night. Come on. That's what's going on. Eliminate an X-Men night. Who would you eliminate from the X-Men? We're going to open that up to start the show. That's what we're doing tonight. All right. And then we're going to talk comics all night. You guys know I love doing this. If a super chat comes in, I'll extend the show by half an hour. All right. If we get super chats in, I'll extend the show. If not, I'll end usual time. But it's going to be a good evening. It's a Friday afternoon, so we'll have a good show. That means one more show for this week. We've done shows Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, a surprise show on Thursday, and then of course tonight. So we've already done 5 shows. It'll be 6 shows this week. I mean, not to pat myself on the back, but that's a pretty impressive week of shows, I think. I mean, maybe that's just me, but I think it's pretty impressive. AC says, hey, everybody, don't forget, smash that like button. It's a good idea, AC. Always a good reminder. Everybody hit that like button, please. I'd like to have as many likes as I have viewers. You know, it'd be nice. It would be nice to do that. That way, if YouTube puts me on the algorithm, then we can get a bunch of people in here watching. It'd make it a great topic. Great topic. I would love to see this topic take off. It would be wonderful. All right. It would be wonderful. All right. What have I done here? Hold on. I have to change. I have to save my changes for, I got to save my changes because I scheduled the show wrong. Oh, well, there we go. All right. I got the right thumbnail up now, so we're good to go. All right, everybody. So we are live. By the way, also, I want to say we're at 4,987 subscribers. We're 13 subscribers away from 5,000. 13 subscribers away from 5,000. How cool is that, right? How freaking cool is that? Man. LP says like button smash. Thank you, LP. I love it. Thunder says hello. Well, hello, Thunder. DP is already, he's already answered the question. Jubilee. Didn't they sort of eliminated Jubilee, right? They took her away. Then they let's see. She was off the team. And then she came back. She had a kid, right? And then that kid came back in what the hell did he come back in? In Uncanny X-Men by Bendis, I think the kid came back. He was a future. Or was it? No. Yeah. It was during Battle of the Atom. So that was during Battle of the Atom. The kid came back. And it was Jubilee's kid. So they sort of eliminated Jubilee already, right? Because all she did was Spray firecrackers. Wasn't that her power? Oh, man. Yeah, Gear Grinder says, I'm not missing this one. All right, Gear Grinder. I'm glad you're in, brother. Gary D says, hello, Ray and everyone. Let's see. Jean Grey, overrated. Oh, my God. Jean Grey. Jean Grey's not. Jean Grey's awesome, right? Come on. Angel, dumb character. Look at that. We're getting the good. I'm loving the votes, guys. Loving the votes. You're wrong, but good votes. Hello. Chewy Queso already giving us super chat. Love it. Love those super chats. Thank you, Chewy Queso. That's awesome, brother. So is the question for current X-Men members or all time? Well, I mean, whatever. It's whatever you guys. Whatever you take the question as, I'll accept your answers. But I think you're copping out if you pick someone that's already being eliminated. You know what I mean? If you pick an X-Men that you know died or something, come on, they've already been eliminated. That's so easy. I hate Storm. She's moody, arrogant. Sever RBF was so happy with Uncanny T-47 for a few months. Hate Storm more than Dopey Maggot, Sparrow, Stacy X, etc. He's not a fan of Storm, everybody. As much as I love the 90s X-Men cartoons, Jean Grey spent most of the time falling over saying, Scott. Probably Jubilee. Storm is awesome, DP says. You go, Ray. Thanks, Kevin. Eric says, how's everybody's reading going? I'm currently reading the Walking Dead Compendium. It's fantastic. It's great, buddy. Oh, love it. 13 away from the monumental bit. No, there's no Batmobile giveaway. Let's not even start that. No Batmobile giveaway. Storm is awesome. You got to expect a guy named Cyclops fan to say Storm since she beat his ass and took his. Oh, for God. They were in love. They didn't fight, right? I like Storm in the movies, but not in the comics or cartoons. So whatever you guys think is fine. Everybody, whatever answer is okay to say. It's all subjective, guys. I just like to see your opinions. Let's go 5K. Chubby Ray all day. Thank you, Deuce. Appreciate it, man. What's going on, Ray? I'm on my way to my show, listening while driving. Good luck, Long Island. Long Island. I hope your show is good. I don't know what you guys, I forgot what show you're doing, but I wish you luck, buddy. I know he's into local theater. There's certainly nothing wrong with local theater. I'm a big fan of it. Man, our local theater where I live, oh my God. The local theater where I live has been a big matter of controversy lately. You guys, I can share with you a story. Oh my God, it's crazy. So there's been local theater controversy. Squint says Kitty Pryde. Really? I like Kitty Pryde. You like Storm in the movies, Cyclops fan, huh? All right. Jean Grey sucks, Ray. Oh, AC says she sucks too. My pick is Dazzler. She's so annoying. I mean, Dazzler's just what? Dazzler's just she's just a pop star, right? Except for during let's see, she became in Uncanny X-Men by Bendis, and Wolverine in the X-Men when she was part of. There was that era where she was part of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was part of S.H.I.E.L.D. after. It was after Schism, or maybe it was during Avengers versus X-Men. She became part of S.H.I.E.L.D. with that. They were trying to get control of the X-Men or whatever to make sure they weren't up to no good. And she ended up getting replaced by Mystique and all that stuff. So, Dazzler has moments, and then in that story, she was part of that future team. Or no, she ran for president in that Battle of the Atom story. So yeah, I mean, Dazzler has a space, but Dazzler's power is she's just a pop star, right? She's got a beautiful singing voice, or I don't know what her power is. I don't know if her power is the singing voice or if the power is everybody seems to love her. I don't know what the power is, man. She's, I don't know. I don't think she's annoying. Just, Newfoundland nerd. What's up, buddy? What's up, chat? He says. Madeline Pryor nobbled Cyclops to lose the storm so he'd quit the X-Men for her. Oh, yeah, established in Inferno. Jean Grey should have stayed dead, came back overpowered, and still cried all the time. Whiny ass mind raping. Oh, my God. She's a mind raper. I don't know who I'd pick to get rid of, but definitely not Storm. She may be the best. That's good. That's why I love questions like this, because we get so many different answers. I love it. Wes is reading Inferno right now. Hey, Chubby Ray. What's up, Papa John? The actress brings a bit of life and personality in the movies. Well, yeah. Gear Grinder is reading Geiger Volume 3. Man, Geiger Volume 3 is good. I love every paperback of Geiger is my favorite. I've been slacking reading a little bit. Just finished Nightfall Omnibus Volume 2, and it's great. And I'm going to start number 3 next. Come on, you got to read quick, guys. Thunder, you're out of school, brother. You're out of school and you're not working, right? I might be wrong. Maybe you are working, but there's nothing you'll do this summer. Thunder, trust me. There's nothing you'll do this summer more fun than reading comics. Trust me. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of reading your comics, brother. You're only this age, and you only have... Now's like the only time you'll read stuff and really remember it. I wish I had the memory now that I had when I was a teenager. Oh, my God. There's stuff I read. There's comic books I read back then that I still remember to this day. I wish I had that memory now, because I read things and, man, I forget it the day after I read it. It's horrible. It's just horrible. Wes says he loves Kitty Pryde. 5K is amazing, and all because of the brilliant decision to give away a Bat. Oh, how dare I am not giving away a Batmobile. By the way, Wes says Dazzler was on team for several years of Claremont's run. Yeah, it's all. Wes, let me know how Inferno. I've never read Inferno, and I like Claremont. A little overrated, but I like his stuff. But it's too dense. So I didn't want to start with Claremont. I had read Claremont in the past, of course, but I didn't want to do a long spur of reading Claremont stuff. So I'm glad I picked it up with, Astonishing X-Men. I did all new X-Men, the Grant Morrison stuff. I did that. Then I did Astonishing X-Men, House of M. I'm reading Decimation right now, but I read everything. I read all the stuff after Messiah Trilogy. So I read Kieran Gillen's Uncanny X-Men, Wolverine Goes to Hell, which had Schism in it, Avengers versus X-Men, Wolverine and the X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and All New X-Men by Bendis. I read all that stuff. So now I'm reading Decimation, which takes place right before Messiah Trilogy. So that way I'm all caught up and I can read. When Messiah Trilogy comes out, I'm planning on a day I get the omnibus, I'm ready to open it and start reading. The day I get it. That's how ready I am. Big Fetty says there really are no bad X-Men. Depends on the writer and if he or she knows the character. You're right, brother. Squid says Kitty Pryde whines too much. Well, I'll tell you that Kitty Pryde likes her sex. She's constantly jumping in bed with somebody else. Ultimate X-Men, she was with Peter Parker. She was Johnny Storm. She was with that Kong or whatever the big guy is. I can't remember his name. She was with, good. She's been with Cyclops. Or not Cyclops. She's been with Colossus. She's been with Iceman. You name it. You name it. DP says, Ray, don't get too big for Omar. I love whatever Omar wants. I'm buddies with Omar. Whatever he wants, I'm there for him. You know that. I mainly read DC and indies. The only X-Men I've read is Days of Future Past, but I've seen all the movies and most of the cartoons, though. Awesome, brother. Cyclops fans is another news. Just got the dust to dust. I've been waiting for 16 months for this. Nobody talks about it, but the sepia tone painted JG owns art is so sumptuous. That's awesome, brother. Love it. Oh, Dazzler can turn sound to light. There's her. Doesn't Dazzler have some ability to where people like her, right? Isn't that part of it too? Isn't that part of it too, Cyclops fan, or am I imagining that? She has some kind of ability that makes people love her. Because that's how she's so popular. You know, she's a pop star, and also she ends up becoming president in the Battle of the Atom story, I think. Pretty cool. Dazzler has control over light and sound. Yeah, all right. Well, I thought that I didn't know her personality or her popularity was natural. I thought that that was part of her mutant power. Good for her. I wish I had the mutant ability to be more popular. Jack Sullivan says, hello, everybody. And Newfoundland Nerd says, Jeff Johns is the GOAT. You are right, Newfoundland Nerd. I hope I'm saying Newfoundland. I hope I'm saying that right. Ray, how you doing today? About my first comic single issue. So happy and can't wait to read it. Jamie, good for you, brother. Good for you. Or sister, I'm not sure what you are, but good for you, man. I'm very happy for anyone buying their first anything. Anything to get you reading comics is good, man. Anything. Get you reading comics is awesome. Cyclops fans has also got Red Coat Deluxe today in the original JLA Heaven's Ladder issue. So much great Hitch art. I love Brian Hitch. Brian Hitch's art. He's one of my favorite artists. I think he's fantastic. Love Brian Hitch's art. By the way, Wes says his memory is pretty good. Well, Wes, you're like what? What are you, Wes? Like 24? You're my daughter's age. My daughter's got a good memory too. I'm just saying, when you get in you call me when you're in your 50s. Let me know how that memory's doing then, brother. There are so many things I wish I remembered. There are so many times that somebody that comes up to me that reminds me from my old radio days and my old band days. They go, "Hey Ray, remember that time that you had that promotion where everybody blah 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 and I go, what?" And I'm shocked, but I go, "Oh my God, that sounds really cool." And they go, "Oh, it was a great time." And I'm so mad at myself because I don't remember it. There's times, there's great memories I've had in my life. I would just like to remember like more personal stuff, like memories of my wife and I, times going out and just having fun. And I wish I remembered more of that stuff better. My memory is just so crappy. I wish I remembered everything. Inferno has been really good. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, Wes says, and I'm choosing your incorrect opinion of I think Claremont's being great. I think Claremont is great. I think he's one of the best of all time. I think he's one of the greatest of all time. I want to make that clear. All right. But I'm just saying, I think he's a little bit overrated because people want to put a freaking crown on him and say he's the greatest ever of all time. There's never been anybody better and there never will be anybody better. And I disagree with that. That doesn't mean I'm not trying to insult him at all. I like him. I think he's fantastic. I think he's one of the greatest we've ever had, but he's a little bit overrated, just a little bit. I'm just saying. Did you get the endangered species trade I recommended? You should read that before Messiah Complex. Yes, I did. I have it. I have it in here actually. I just got it the other day. So AC says, I've never read Inferno either. I'd love to, but that omnibus is way too overpriced. I have it. I have. Wes, did you read Inferno prologue? Because I have that too. I have the prologue and I have Inferno and I have the prologue. Let me show you, everyone. I hate, you know me, I hate to brag. I'm not a bragger. But I do have Inferno prologue and Inferno. Is it good? Let me know if I should read it, because I have never read it. I don't know the order yet. I'd love to get Crisis on to help me organize my X-Men books, because I know they're not chronologically organized. I'd love to get them in a great order where I can read them. You know what I mean? Newfoundland Nerd says he's been reading comics since 2010. I haven't read any Marvel yet. I just don't know where to start. Seems like I got to go back and start with the stuff that came out in the 60s. You know, here's the thing with comics. You can start anywhere. Newfoundland Nerd, I'll give you a great place to start. It's out of print, I think. But maybe the modern age epics. Let me know, guys. Are the new X-Men, are the new Avengers by Brian Michael Bendis, are the modern age epic collection, are those out of print? You know what I mean? Because if you've never read it before, that's a good starting place. Is start with Avengers Disassembled and go into New Avengers. And then from New Avengers, you do House of M and Civil War, and everything connects. And Secret Invasion, the whole Dark Reign era, that connects everything. Fear itself, all that stuff. It all goes through New Avengers. That's a great starting point for anybody that's new. For anyone that's new to reading Marvel. And that's the early aughts. That's not the 60s. You don't have to go to the 60s. Gear Grinder says, I appreciate it because it's just so much. And I told you two comics I really want to get into. I think everybody should get into comics. I love it. Colossus is one I'd get rid of. We don't sanction grown men going after 14-year-old girls. Yeah. I will not comment about that. That seems pretty obvious, right? I don't know if people have to be told that. That seems fairly obvious. But who wrote that, by the way? Who wrote that? Deuces, I'd love to eliminate Cyclops. Hate him. He's too powerful to not have on the team. So it's Gambit, the weakest link of the team. Love Gambit, but he's probably going to get cut. Now, you see, that's a good answer. Good answer, Deuce. Good answer. Good answer, brother. Turning sound to light sounds like a lame superpower. Yep. That's why I thought the power was the ability to get her popularity. I thought that was the power. You know what I mean? Jamie says, I wanted to buy Zdarsky's Batman run, but by accident ran into your video about it and reconsidered. Well, I like Zdarsky. I like Chip Zdarsky a lot. In fact, one of the things I'm most looking forward to this month is the Chip Zdarsky Captain America paperback. I can't wait to read his. In fact, I considered buying Marvel. What's Marvel's digital thing called? I considered buying Marvel's digital thing, which is called Marvel. Hold on. It's Marvel something or other. Do I have the app on my phone? I considered getting Marvel Unlimited. I considered getting Marvel Unlimited just to read Zdarsky's Captain America, but I figured I'd show patience. I would show patience and get the trade paperback. So I'm very excited about it. Wes says, Ray, if you're still streaming when I'm 50, we'll talk. Man, I'm praying that I'm still around. You guys, I hope to live to over 100. I hope to live to over 100. And I will try my best to have reading a collected edition be the last thing I do on it. That's how much I love reading comics. I would love to be reading until my last day. Until my last day on earth, I'm hoping I'm reading that I'm still able to read a collected edition. I just love it. I just love it. Ray, that's from all. No, Xbox. I've never done drugs. Never. And I scratched my nose because it itched, not because I was trying to recollect cocaine or anything. No, I've never done drugs. I have an allergy to cannabis. I wish I didn't, but I have an allergy to cannabis, so I can't really do that. And I stopped drinking a long time ago. I never had a big problem with it, but my father was an alcoholic, so that kind of scared me. That was in my system. So my fear was that it would affect my memory. Well, my memory's been affected without it too. So, man, oh well. Read X-Men Giant 94, 95 early today. Not bad. Like the world's origins of the new team, but I don't feel like I've not read enough X-Men in general to form an informed opinion, being mostly a movie guy. I mean, the X-Men are really good reading. I'm really enjoying reading the X-Men. And I've read Uncanny X-Men Volume 1 Omnibus and Volume 2. But I stopped. I didn't continue on to 3. I still have 3, 4, 5. I have 3, 4, 5. What else do I have? Fall of the Mutants, Mutant Massacre, Inferno Prologue, Inferno, X-Men 1 and 2 by Lee and Claremont, X-Men Blue Gold, Fatal Attractions, Extinction Agenda, Bishop's Crossing, Executioner Song, Revolution, Zero Tolerance, Shatter Shot, Age of Apocalypse, X-Men versus Apocalypse, the 12, all the Onslaught stuff. I have all that stuff. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So what I've really been reading lately is all the post Messiah trilogy stuff. And and then I'm gonna go to the Messiah. I can't wait to read the Messiah trilogy. I'm very excited about. Psylocke is so easily replaceable. Psylocke is so easily replaceable if has to. I think there was some kind of typo there. Yes, I have a review for Inferno Prologue on the Discord. Oh, awesome. I'll go in there. I want to put it. I'll put it on the did I put it on the Patreon? I think Claremont is the best X-Men I've read. He's good. I tried Morrison and some of Hickman, but I ended up giving those omnis away because I thought they said I haven't. I have to read all the Krakoa era. I haven't read all that yet. So that's probably what I'll have to read after Messiah trilogy. But maybe I'd like to go back. Maybe after Messiah trilogy, I'll go back and read Blue and Gold or Lee Claremont 1. I'm thinking one of those, Claremont's X stuff is great with the right collaborators, but he hasn't really shown elsewhere. Look at that. Fantastic Four, Sovereign 7, etc. His Byrne, Marvel team-up issues were great, though. Well, look at that. What I like from Claremont? You know what I liked? His Champions. He did a book called Champions. It was a great team book, and I really enjoyed it. Where is that? I have that. Is that in this room? I have that somewhere. I have that in this room somewhere, but I'll have to find it. I have a trade paperback of it, and it's really cool. Silver Age or Bronze Age stuff. Also gave away House of M. You didn't like House of M? Oh, man, I liked House of M. Speaking of Brian Hitch, do you have the authority? Yes, I have both of them. I have both the authority omnibuses. Iron Fist was good. His Spider-Woman stuff was let down by poor artists for me, but I loved the issues introducing Siren. Let me trying to catch up to these comments, everybody. Sorry. I use Marvel Unlimited all the time. It's better to have an omnibus of everything, but not really feasible. Well, I think it depends on your preference. You know what I mean? I should get Marvel Unlimited and DC Infinite, but I just don't know if I'd read them enough because I just prefer to read a book. But maybe reading my iPad or something in the living room would, move me ahead on some stuff. I should consider it. Newfoundland Nerd says no drugs or alcohol means more money for comics. Absolutely, buddy. Yep. There you go. You guys want to know how I got all this? I don't do drugs. I don't drink. And I stopped eating so much. I used to eat a bunch. I used to get all kinds of pizza and going out to dinner all the time and all that shit. I used to get all that stuff, right? Well, now I don't eat as much, so I'm saving money there. I don't buy new clothes. I occasionally get something, but you'll notice I pretty much wear the same types of shirts every day. And I have I think I have 4 pair of jeans maybe. And a few shorts and t-shirts to work out. I don't have a lot of stuff. I have 1 suit, or I have 2 suit jackets, and I have 2 ties. So I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. I don't have a fancy car. I just have a nice convertible, but I don't have a Maserati or a Mercedes or any of that stuff. I have just a sensible car. And my wife drives like a Chevy. So we didn't waste money on anything like that. I wasted money on these great comic books. That's what I choose to waste my money on. Oh, well, I see Chrissy's in here. Oh, boy. If Holly has anything to do with how long you live, you'll be lucky to see 60. Well, Holly can jump off a bridge. I don't think the world is ready for the epic comic rant from a drunk Chubby Ray. Absolutely. Yeah, you don't need me drunk. Comics and tortillas. Hey, C&T, I was going to text you and I forgot. Let me, if you're still in here, C&T, let me ask you something. C&T, would you like to be on Comics Roundtable? Can I get you on Comics Roundtable? Let me know, buddy. Because I was thinking, I'm like, C&T hasn't, I said, he's been on the show, but he's never done Roundtable. And you're building your brand. I'd love to get you on there. It'd be fun. Oh, I already put it on? Well, I'll read it, Wes. I'm sorry, buddy. I'll have to read it. Let's see. If you read the Lee Claremont books, don't forget to read Extinction Agenda between volume 1. Okay, so you read Lee Claremont X-Men 1, then Extinction Agenda gets read between those. Awesome. Giant size X-Men, good starting point for X-Men. You don't need to start at the beginning. Yeah, the 60s stuff, the Silver Age stuff is kind of Ray, what's your wife's hobby vice? My wife doesn't really have she really doesn't have a my wife's vice is taking care of me and my daughter, and she's just, she's constantly doing things for my kid, which is I have no problem with. You know what I mean? That's nice. My wife will one day be a great grandmother. She's really going to be a great grandma whenever it happens. I think we got a while before that happens. You know, my daughter will probably wait till her 30s to have a kid, I'm thinking. But I mean, if she decides to have one now, I'm ready, or my wife's ready. But I don't, but she really doesn't have any hobbies. She likes, I'll tell you what, my wife really liked making sure that my office is not a mess. She's trying to, she's the one who bought these Billy shelves that I have in here. So I love it. Let's see. AC says he's controversial enough, sober. Wes says CNT on Round Table would be great. I know. I just want to have him. If you can go, I want you live Tuesday night, CNT. He says after the 9th of June, he will be free. Well, the 9th of June is Tuesday. So you're saying you can't do it this Tuesday, so I should schedule somebody else. All right. Russ says, let's get the CNT comic origin. Time for round. I know. I'd like to get him on. So your wife's vice is cleaning your... No, my wife's vice is not. No, my wife enjoys... She liked the decorating aspect of helping figure out, you know, how the office looks. How much does it cost to get all those Billies? I have no idea, but I don't know what a Billy costs. I don't know. I imagine it was hundreds, but I have no idea what they cost. Next Tuesday would know. Next Tuesday, it was, I think it was next Tuesday that got the Billies first. And then I grabbed him because I thought his looked great. But I am very, very glad I got IKEA thin Billies for all my omnibuses. I'm very, very glad. I'm very, very happy with them. All right. So the X-Men that you would eliminate, I heard a lot of Dazzler. I heard a lot of Jean Grey. I heard Colossus. I heard Jubilee. Who's the guy whose mouth fell? The guy whose bottom of his mouth fell off. I can't remember his name. That was a weird, that's a weird character. I can't remember his name, but he's in, I'm reading Decimation right now, and he's in that omnibus. He's one of the mutants that were affected by the, he's one of the mutants that was affected when the powers were taken away. Whoever the serial killer is there in what's the name of that story? The M Diaries. I can't remember. I can't even remember the name of the story. But man, there's a great story in there. It's called Generation M. If you guys have read the Decimation omnibus, there's a story in there called Decimation M about this. It's about this journalist who, she's a reporter or a columnist. She's also she lost her young child when the child was young. Yeah, Chamber. Thank you, CNT. Chamber. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Chamber, but Chamber is the serial killer takes Chamber and tries to do something to him, and his heart's removed or whatever. And so Cyclops and Wolverine give him to these medical people to take care of. And this reporter, they give a leak to the reporter, and the reporter comes and sees him. And while she's trying to find the serial, it's a great story, man. It's called Generation M. And it is part of the Decimation omnibus, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't remember her name because I'm old. My memory sucks. So it's very cool. Gear Grinder says, you're right, Ray. I bought my first Omni last month, and now I can't stop thinking about buying omnibuses. I bought 8. Yes, Gear Grinder, you know, brother. Gear Grinder, it is great. I love buying books, guys. I really do. I love them. I love it. I love it. Bushwhacker's a mutant. They should have left Jean dead after Dark Phoenix, in my opinion, and Cyclops is just a jerk. I like Cyclops. He's a very deep character, though. There's a lot to him, and every writer likes to take Cyclops down a deeper path. You kind of wish they just, I'll tell you who wrote him the best, in my opinion. You want to know who wrote Cyclops the best? This is just my opinion. And please know that I have not read all of the Hickman stuff. I have not read all the Krakoa stuff. And I have not read all the Claremont stuff, but I've read the first 2 omnibuses. But Kieran Gillen wrote friggin' Cyclops the best, man. I just think that Kieran Gillen had a great understanding of that character. And he wrote him great during the Utopia era. And even after Avengers X-Men, when everybody hated Cyclops because they thought he was a villain. And I thought Gillen wrote him fantastic. That's my favorite Cyclops writer, is Kieran Gillen. Wes says Louise Simonson. There you go. Louise Simonson wrote him in X Factor. I have to read. I've got the X Factor omnibus. I haven't read them yet. I've got to read those. God, thanks for reminding me. I got to read those. Those might get moved up to TBR, West. That's a great recommendation. Me personally, he should get rebooted totally as a character. Make his abilities more dynamic. Maybe a second mutation. Well, that could be interesting. I liked Whedon's Cyclops. Yeah, Cyclops. You're right, but yeah, Josh Whedon wrote him really good in Astonishing X-Men. I liked Astonishing X-Men, but like I said, that was one of the first X-Men things that I really read. I really liked Astonishing X-Men. I liked New X-Men, but my favorite character in the New X-Men was what's her name? Xavier's sister. And why am I forgetting her name? Just because Frank quietly drew her so creepy. She was so creepy and so evil a character. And then I read Astonishing X-Men right after that. So Astonishing X-Men sort of cleansed my palate. Cassandra Nova, thank you. Yeah, thank you. And then I felt after that New X-Men, God, because she was so creepy. It felt like I had eaten really bad food, but Whedon cleansed my palate. You know what I mean? Cleanse my palate. But Cassandra Nova was a really creepy character. So, all right, you're all wrong, by the way. The X-Men character that should be eliminated is it's got to be a hero. But Mojo is the most ridiculous, unnecessary X-Men character. There's no doubt, Mojo has no place anywhere. No place at all. And the hero, the X-Men hero that should be eliminated is Chamber, right? It should be Chamber. There you go. Is Chamber dead? Every Mojo thank you, Cyclops fan. Yes, every Mojo story is annoying. Just as a character, Mojo is so useless. However, there's a great story. Have you guys read Wolverine Spider-Man? Wolverine and Spider-Man at the beginning of Wolverine Goes to Hell. There is a Wolverine and Spider-Man story that is so good because it has to deal with Wolverine and Spider-Man going through time. It's such a good story. It's such a great story. And the worst part of the story, the whole story, it's a great story. All right. And then after this fantastic story, you get near the end and freaking Mojo, Mojo just pisses me off. I'm just like, I can't believe Mojo had something to do with this. It was the astonishing Wolverine and Spider-Man or something. It's at the beginning of the Wolverine Goes to Hell omnibus. It's such a great story. But then Mojo ends up at the end. By the way, crooksbanditscomics.com is the web address to get your comics. That's crooksbandits.com. Get rid of the and. crooksbandits.com. All right. I just want to get that because Adam had to drop the and. He explained yesterday on the show, or he explained Wednesday on the show. I just wanted to remind you guys. By the way, Tom was not on yesterday's show, which explains why it took so long to get the rando. Because Tom did not. I forgot to text. I forgot to text Tom that we were doing a surprise show. So I just wanted to explain what was going on yesterday because there was that time where I was going forever and I'm like, where the hell's Tom? And it dawned on me that I forgot to tell him we had a show. So for those that were watching yesterday, I wanted to at least give an explanation as to what was happening. I should have let Tom know. By the way, Comics RG says, don't forget the code. Yes. When you go to crooksbanditscomics.com, use the code CHUBBYRAYCOMICS to get $2 off each book. All right. Use the code CHUBBYRAYCOMICS. Please use that code. All right. I'd really appreciate it if you guys do. It would make me happy. What else did something else I want to remind you guys. What was the big thing I wanted to remind you? I told myself before the show, I said, make sure to remind everybody about. And guess what? I didn't remind you. And now I forgot what it is. See, I forgot what it is. God, getting old sucks. I've already forgotten what it was. God, I should have written it down. Sorry, everybody. My bad. Crap. My bad. I know we do not have a Batmobile giveaway. There is no Batmobile giveaway. Deadpool is my least favorite Dirty Harry movie. Yeah, you know what? I'm not a fan of the movies. I'm not a fan of the Deadpool movies. Not a fan. I'm not that big a fan of them. Somebody asked earlier about what I thought of Cassandra Nova in the movie. I never saw it. Never even saw it. I mean, I loved the Superman movie last year, and I loved the Thunderbolts. And I loved Fantastic. I love Fantastic Four. Didn't even see Wolverine and Deadpool. Never saw it. Or Deadpool, whatever the hell it was called. Never saw it. but I love comic movies. Just and I've never seen the X-Men cartoon. I'm more of a comic reader than a you know you know. Cyclops fan says, Ray, what is your favorite Batmobile from comics? You know what? You know what I love, Cyclops. I like the original. I like the '60s one that was in the TV series. I like that 1960s. I liked that one, and I liked. There was a 1970s Batmobile that sort of was. It sort of looked like almost like a convertible. A convertible Camaro. That was in the 1970s. I thought that was cool too. And the '89 Batmobile wasn't. I certainly didn't like the Christopher Nolan one. I like the '60s one and the '70s one, but I'm not a big fan of vehicles like that. Thunderflash says he's got a new haul on Discord. I'll have to check it out, brother. I will check it out. Wes says he likes the Batman animated series Batmobile. Yeah, I guess I'm just not a big, I don't know. I do like when comic artists take over the run and they get to design their own Batmobile. Like Cyclops fan, you're an artist. I would love to see your I like seeing different artist rendition of the Batmobile. That's what I'm into. I wish I could draw vehicles. I can't. I would love to see your Cyclops fan. I'd love to see your Batmobile. I wish I could have had you draw. I should have commissioned you to draw a Chubbmobile for Chubman and Puggin before I lost my little Puggin. Before the Joker killed Puggin. Oh, Cyclops fan says, Ray, go to Discord to see my Batmobile. I will. I'm starting to think Ray hates cartoons. No, I don't hate cartoons. I love, like when I was a kid, I loved the Spider-Man. I mean, I did love the Spider-Man cartoon, but I love Speed Racer. God, I was such a fan of Speed Racer, man. Speed Racer was my jam. I loved Speed Racer, and I loved the 1960s Spider-Man cartoon was cool. I just, I love comics. And I'd rather see a comic rendition of something and comment on that, just because it's got it's someone else's vision, which I like. Hey, you guys want to see Thunder's Hall? Anybody want to see Thunder's Hall? I'm going to show it. All right, here's Thunder's Hall. Here we go. And I'll judge it. Nightfall Batman figure. We like that. And then the Batman, then he's got a regular Batman, a pop Batman. Legion of the Superheroes. Zap Goes the Legion. Very good, brother. I've got mine. I've got my Zap Goes the Legion right here. Almost got it, man. I had this just to read, like, because when I'm doing stuff in my office, it's a lot like I do all my videos and stuff, and I have to upload a lot of things, so I have to wait. I have to wait when the uploads are going up, so I have to just sit here and wait. I figured I needed something to read while waiting, so I have my Zap Goes the Legion that I read when I'm waiting for stuff to upload, or when I'm waiting for stuff to, like, I have a camera and I'll record stuff in my camera, and then I have to upload it onto my computer, and it takes forever. So I have my Legion book when I'm doing that, which is very cool. So that's why I have it in here. Catwoman, Vengeance and Vindication. Very good. Batman, Case of the Chemical Syndicate. That's 1939, brother. Wow. By the way, 13 years away from Batman being 100 years old. I just got that too. Wes talked me into that. Batman Year 3 is very good. That's that Marv Wolfman story. It's very good. That's the Dick Grayson origin. Batman Arkham Asylum by Grant Morrison. Batman the Cult Deluxe Edition by Starlin and Wrightson. That's good, brother. Batman Ego by Darwin Cook. The Prince of Gotham Omnibus. That's Kyle Higgins. That's a lot of fun, buddy. Batman Bruce Wayne Murderer Turned Fugitive. Dude, Thunder, you're going to love. You will love. You should read that after Nightfall. Bruce Wayne Murderer Turned Fugitive is fantastic. You will love that. And Flashpoint 10th anniversary. You got a nice haul, man. That's a very nice haul, brother. Way to go. That's a real nice haul. Let me see what else we have. We have Poker Dad, Teen Titans Omnibus Volume 2. Rise and Fall of the Batman. That's a great omnibus. Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon, Incredible Hulk. Return of the Monster. Awesome, brother. Awesome. Nice collection. Very nice. All right, let me find where's Cyclops. Let me find Cyclops Fans Batmobile. Hold on, I'm looking around for it. Let me see. Oh, is it under arts? Oh, here we go. Oh my God, look at that. That's fantastic. Dude, that's awesome. Cyclops Fan, why'd you make my hair so damn gray? Cyclops Fan, but does my hair have to be that gray? God, that looks fantastic, buddy. Dude, that is great. I mean, listen, it's white. My hair is not white. There's no part of my hair that's white. I mean, this should be gray up top and black on the sides, I think. But it does look good, man. It looks good. That's a cool looking Batmobile. That's the 89 Batmobile, right? That does look good, brother. I like that a lot. Not a fan of my hair, but I like it a lot. That is awesome. That's fantastic. You're right. It is amazing. Way to go, Cyclops. My hair is, it's kind of insulting. My hair, I mean, come on. The hair is not, there's no white hair. I'll give you credit. There's a little bit, some gray in there, but the light makes it look a lot lighter than it is. It's really not white. It's just very great. Look at the back. The back of my hair is very dark. I mean, I think, the hair is not spot on, Papa John. The hair is not spot on. Cruella DeVille stole the Batmobile. No, that's not Cruella DeVille. That's not Cruella DeVille. It's me, not Cruella DeVille, for God's sakes. Cyclops Fan. That's very good art, brother. I got to print that out. That looks great. How do I print that out? I got to get it. That is awesome. I'm going to steal that. Let me download. How do I download that? All right. Save image. Save image. It's a web. I don't know if I could save a web P file or whatever. I don't know how I save this stuff. I don't know if I'm saving it right or not. But I tried to save it. I think it's great. Thanks, Cyclops Fan. You're the best, brother. I was working from memory and doodling during a boring work meeting. Well, thank you, buddy. I'm glad. It makes me happy that you're doodling me. But white's a little, it's not a great. I'm only in my 50s. I won't be 60 for a while. 80-year-old Ray has escaped the nursing. And I'm not going to have to be in the nursing home for a long time. AC says, Cyclops fan, that's really great. Yeah, Cyclops fan. Cyclops fan is a great artist, man. I need to... Cyclops fan and I should do a comic. We should do one, Cyclops fan. We really should. We'll do a comic and, let's create a character. And I would love to write a comic. I really would. I would love to work with Cyclops fan too. I love his art is so fantastic. Is that a photo? It's not incredibly accurate. I just think my hair is a little darker than that. Oh, he's going to put a corrected version up tomorrow. Thank you, Cyclops fan. You're the man. The Stain by Ray Lytle and Cyclops fan. If I could bring myself to write that, it's still really sad for me. So I got to get past my emotional shit. You know what I mean? But I want my comic to be a superhero comic, but also I want it to be entertaining. And also I have a comic idea. I have a comic idea that I really want to do. But when you got an artist to do, when you create something and you hire an artist, you've got to be prepared to share, the writer and artist share, they share the IP. So, it's got to be somebody that you like and somebody that you have good, working relationship with. If you're trying to, but I have an idea for a comic that is really good. And I've had it for a long, long, long time. I really have. And, I'd love to work with Cyclops fan. Because I think he'd understand what it's about. And, and like I said, it's got to be somebody that you can share everything with. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be, my script and his artwork, they're going to be combined. So you got to share the IP with, and you want to share the IP with somebody you're not going to be going to court with all the time. Wes says, if I knew any artists, I'd write comics. Yeah, I would love to write. I would love to write a comic. I really would. I've written comedy my whole life, and I've sold jokes to people and stuff. I've done all that stuff, but I've never written a comic. I'd love to write a comic. I really would. That's one of my goals. One of my goals is to write comics. I think we probably all have that goal, right? Doesn't everybody have an idea in their head of something? That would really be cool. To just create something would be awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to write an existing character too, but creating something sounds like, of anything, that sounds like the funnest thing to me is creating something. At least that's what I think. At least that's what I would consider fun. What I would consider fun is creating something. Let's see. Adam's in, guys. What's going on, Adam? How you doing, brother? Tom says, my wife is Chub Girl. Don't get me started on that. Christina's got a big mouth. She'll pass it along if I say anything. I'm not going to say anything about that. My wife hasn't always been Chub Girl. I have an idea for a comic that I wish I could draw, but I have no drawing talent. Papa John, you know what I'm talking about, brother. I love to write Batman. I have original ideas too. My 3 Nightwing compendiums just came in. Awesome, Paolo. Now all my spines match with the new DC Bullet logo. That's awesome, brother. we would have a whole Chubby Ray version of the Bat Fam, like Chub Man, Chubbin, Chub Wing, Chub Girl, Chub Hood, the Chub Hood instead of Red Hood. Yeah. I miss my little puggin, so I just, Ray, does the Batmobile have? No, there is no Batmobile. That don't have a Batmobile. We don't have one. Is the promotion screen for your giveaway? No, that's not the promotion screen for my giveaway. Writing is best when you. Maybe you're right, Wes. Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe when you put your emotion, you're right. It's probably would be the best. Chris says, Adam, are you going to get Brand New Day 3? Adam says, of course he should be getting it. He should be. He better be. Because I can't wait. I can't wait for Brand New Day Volume 3. I loved 1 and 2, man. I think Brand New Day is the book I'm most excited about this month. But here's my 2 most excited about this month. Spider-Man Brand New Day and Captain America by Chip Zdarsky, trade paperback, volume 1. And I just got the other one, which is Matt Fraction Batman. By the way, Adam says stuff from July should be going up this weekend for his pre-order stuff. He's putting pre-orders up, guys, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I gotta send Adam my list for next week. AC says, Ray, I messaged you on Discord. Yeah. AC, I'm planning on selling it to you, brother. 35 and shipping. It's yours, buddy. Yeah. And I don't know what you're so close. Shipping's probably what? Bucks, maybe $7. Well, maybe $7 most. So just let me know, and I'll give you my whatchamacallit, my Venmo or whatever. I'll send you. If you sent me hold on, let me go to Discord. I'll send you my phone number on Discord. My direct message from AC. All right, here we go. Here's my phone number. All right. I just sent you my phone number, AC. So there you go, brother. You've now got it. Just don't send me pictures like Tom. I don't want no offensive pictures like me looking old. No AI photos of me looking like an 80-year-old man or a woman in a bikini. I'd rather not see that. I have such a problem that I didn't even remember I pre-ordered these books for 3. Los Master, that's good problems to have, buddy. Those are good problems to have. Adam, you should slip a Hot Wheels Batmobile in one of his boxes. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Adam has the best shipping for packaging. Dude, I'm telling you. You guys, I'm telling you. Adam sent out my mail on Monday. And I did that special show last night so I could unbox my order. And you guys saw it, and it's fantastic. The fastest shipping is, I don't know what it is. His post office is kicking ass. Xbox by Degree says he gets his first Crooks Bandits package tomorrow. Way to go, brother. Unbelievable. Adam's putting up the pre-orders. He's putting up the pre-orders for tomorrow. Wes said is New Mutants Volume 4 in the July catalog. And Adam said it's mid-July is FOC. All right, he'll get it up, guys. He'll get it up so you guys can order it. CrooksBanditsComics.com. Use the code ChubbyRayComics for $2 off per book. That's right. Also, Michael, hey, I got your email. I finally read it. And Michael, you I got the email and I appreciate it. However, I don't know anything about. I never watched the TV show of what you're talking about, so I don't know anything about the character. Also, the websites you're talking about, as a comic content creator, and I'm going to try to be as vague about this as possible. And for those that know what I'm talking about, please, I don't want to go any deeper into this, but Michael, as a comic book creator, you're talking about some websites, and as a comic content creator, I hope to one day establish good relationships with the publishers. I have already started establishing. I was informed that one of the companies definitely knows who I am. In fact, I was told that they're a fan of my stuff and they really like it. And it made me feel, I was very proud to hear that. The other company knows who I am, but I'm not really, they know who I am, but I'm not on their radar, is what I was told. And I've also been told that any mention whatsoever of one of the things that was in your email would take me off their radar. And I don't want to do that right now. So it's my content, my comic content's very important to me. I love this, this Chubby Ray Comics has become, it's really priority one. It's tied up there. My priorities in life are the Morning Disaster Show, which I do every morning, and Chubby Ray Comics. Those are my top priorities in life. And with Chubby Ray Comics, it is very important that I have relationships. It's very important that I have relationships with the publishers. Very important that I have relationships with publishers, because for future stuff, that's really important for me. And I don't mean for me getting free comics or anything like that, because I'm not looking for that. You guys should know how I am as a person. I was offered money to promote certain. I was offered basically what is a savings account or a account for one of the comic selling websites. Okay. And I turned that down to sign with Crooks and Bandits when Adam was just starting out. But so I ordered from him and I liked the service and I went with Adam, and I get, you guys, there's no savings account. Every time you guys use the Chubby Ray code, I don't get any kind of, I don't get any cash or any money or any of that stuff like I was offered from other places. Just to let you know how I am. The reason that I went with Adam is because he was offering a code to give you guys a discount. And I really like Adam. I consider Adam a good friend. I'll just bullshit with him on text if I'm feeling down. We've just become friends. I like him a lot. So that's why everybody wonders why I'm with Crooks and Bandits and not other places. Well, the reason is Crooks and Bandits service is fantastic. Crooks and Bandits gives a discount to my audience, which I'm trying to grow. And that's very important to me. Plus, he gives a discount per book. and I really like him. He's become a friend of mine. And I don't even know who owned the other places that offered me. Okay. So this is just the kind of guy that I am. That's how I am. And I have nothing against how anybody else is. That's how you want to run your thing. That's fine. However, I have been told that mentions of what was in your email, Michael, would rub one of the publishers that I would like to have a relationship the wrong way. And so I don't want to do that right now. I don't, because I'm too new, and it's very important to me to have those relationships. I don't, I'm not looking for free comics from a company. Not at all. No, I'm fine buying my comics through Adam. In fact, I'm happy buying my comics through Adam. I don't need promotional copies from any publisher, unless it's something that I'm not intending on buying. But let's face it, I buy most things. But to be honest, I'm not sure if I'd accept something for free that I have no intention of talking about, because I don't know if I'd read it. So that's just me. I'm weird. I'm weird like that. When all my time in radio, people would say, "Oh, you could come to my place and eat for free," and blah blah. And no, I always paid. Because if I'm doing a commercial for somebody, I want to go there. I wanted to go and have an honest opinion. I didn't want to go get something for free, and then, because then you feel like you owe somebody something. And and they were paying me to do the commercial. I always felt creepy about that. That's just me. I know a lot of people are fine with it, and I'm weird. But yeah, the person, Michael, you sent me an email, and the company you mentioned, I can't. So I'm not ignoring you, Michael. It's just, that's why I'm not. I really appreciate it, and I'll accept any suggestions. I do take them, but I don't want any controversy. This channel's too new. In fact, I never want controversy. I want people to come here and like coming here, and I only want to talk about stuff. I just want to talk about what I want to talk about, and I don't like accepting anything from anybody, because then I feel beholden to them. You know what I mean? And I'd rather not go through that. But thank you. I appreciate it, but I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right. Sorry, buddy. I wanted to get that out of the way, just because I felt bad that I wasn't returning the email, and I just keep forgetting to do it, and I want to get it out there. So please forgive me that I have not returned the email, but that's the reason why, brother. That's why. By the way, Wes says, on the contrary, he will take free comics if anyone wants to give them. And Tom says he wants free Blu-rays from studios along with some cool swag. So if somebody wants to send some cool swag, let me know. I'll give you Tom's address. Send it to him. Or if somebody wants to send me cool comics, let me know. I'll give you Wes's address. But no, I don't want to take, because I feel like when you take something free, like when in radio, if somebody gives me a free dinner, then I have to go on the air and say, "Oh, that place was great." Then I can't. If they burn my friggin' steak, I'd like to go on and say, them MFers burnt my steak. And when you're doing a commercial for someone, and they burn your steak, you should at least tell people, "Well, they burnt my steak." You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I don't want to listen. I told you guys why I endorsed crooksbanditscomics.com, because I ordered before I ever met Adam, before I ever spoke with him. I ordered, and my book showed up. They were packaged nice. They got here quick. And I was like, all right, these are awesome. If they wouldn't have showed up or if they were damaged or something, trust me, I wouldn't have been interested in it. You know what I mean? But I did it because I knew that people would like it. I don't want to hurt my reputation. I don't want someone else to ruin my reputation. Me endorsing someone and then them screwing up, that ruins my reputation. And this is anybody. And I learned that from doing radio. My brand, my reputation was everything. I didn't want to damage from someone else. You know what I mean? Papa John says, I'll take free things as long as there's no legally binding contract to talk positively about. Yeah. Yeah, there's never a legally binding contract, but brother, trust me. There's a lot of unspoken words. I've done it, dude. I started professional. I was in college and I moved to professional radio in 1987. That's how friggin' old I am. In 1987, trust me, there are unspoken word rules that exist that there are unspoken rules you do not want to break. No, not 1887, 1987. Sons of bitch. 1987. God damn, smart asses. But there you go. Replace the old with experience. That's how experience. Thank you. I am very experienced. That's what I am, guys. Very, very experienced. I'm telling you, I used to, when I would do live commercials for places, I'd say, listen, I went to your restaurant. I ate there. I thought it was very good. I will agree to do a commercial for your restaurant. And trust me, because of my on-air popularity, people will come to your restaurant and try it out. And I told Adam the same thing, so he understands. But I'm telling you, when I would get I did something called a live commercial on radio, and someone would go to me, would you do a commercial? Okay, so I'd go there, I'd pay, I'd eat. I'd say, your food was good. Yeah, I'll promote it. So I'd go on and say, oh, Tom's restaurant. Oh my God. The steak I had there was fantastic. Go to Tom's restaurant. The service is so good. The table, it's clean. It looks wonderful. Go there. Okay. And I would tell the person, I'd say, Tom, my brand is going to bring people into your restaurant. However, if your service sucks or you burn the friggin' steak, it doesn't matter how many times I tell them to go. They ain't coming back. It doesn't matter how many times I tell them. After that first time, if you burn the freaking steak, you lost the customer. That's not on me. That's not on me. And that's how it is. And you know, like Adam knows, it's like, man, I'll get people to, people are going to buy your books. But the reason I went with Adam is I got the shipping. I saw the packaging. And I'm like, these MFers showed up without being damaged. Those books show up damaged, they ain't coming back. You know what I mean? You know, and that's just what people have to realize. By the way, if I win the Batman Omnibus, that will be the biggest and best thing I've ever won. Look at Chris. Wes says, my parents had me. Why in the world do you have to make me feel so goddamn old? What do you got to bring that up for? Oh, Xbox by degrees, you make me feel old too. I didn't realize Xbox by degrees. I thought you were more my age. You are kind of. I graduate. It's right around it's right around where I graduated too, brother. I graduated couple years earlier than you, but still, God damn it. I did graduate. I graduated young, though. I graduated very young. Because I was born young. True story. You're going to think I'm crazy, but when I started kindergarten early because I was born in Chicago and I have a brother who's a year older than me. And my brother is a year older than me. And he had to go, he was going to first grade, or he was going to kindergarten. And when he went to kindergarten, my mother said, my other son should go to kindergarten too. And they said, no, your other son can't go to kindergarten. He's too young. You have to be 5 years old to go to kindergarten. My mother said, well, my younger son's smarter than my older son. So my son should be able to go to kindergarten. True story. My mother pitched such a bitch. She pitched such a fit. I should say, my mother's not a bitch. My mother's a wonderful person, but she pitched such a fit in 1970, whatever, that she had to go in front of the school board to a school board meeting for the town in Chicago in which we were living, or she had to go to the school board meeting for the school. And she had to petition and bring me, thank God I don't remember it, because I was like 3 or 4 years old. I had to go and count and spell, and they made an exception and let me into kindergarten early. And the whole reason why is my mother did not want to pay for childcare, because my mother worked and my grandparents were raising us. But my grandmother wanted to go back to work. And my grandfather worked for the railroad, but he worked nights. And my grandmother wanted to go back to work. So she told my mom, Rick's getting ready to start school. So, I'm not going to be able to watch Ramon. Ricardo's going to school, but I'm not going to be able to watch Ramon, but the whole thing. And so my mom's like, well, I don't want to pay for daycare for him. So she petitioned the school board for me to go to school. That's how I found out that's how I got to start school early, because my mother bitched so much that they let me go. So there you go. But that's why I graduated school younger. That's how my mom talked to me to let me into kindergarten when I was only 9. No, my brother, I shouldn't bring this up on the air because it's very funny. I think it's funny, but my brother gets pissed off whenever it comes up. You guys want to know the funniest part of that? My brother who's older than me, I started school when he was 5. They let me start even though I was 4. So my brother starts school. He's 5. I'm 4. We start kindergarten the same year. I got, whatever you get kindergarten, it doesn't matter, but I pass, he passes. First grade, he barely passes. I did really well into advanced into second grade. Second grade, I once again did really well. My brother barely passed. Third grade, here's where it gets good. Third grade, I won the spelling bee. I was reading, spelling, doing everything I was supposed to do. I was socially adequate. All that stuff was happening. I'm getting into comics. I did very well in third grade. My brother failed. So my brother, who was a year older than me, from that point on, I went to 4th grade. My brother was in 3rd. And then I was in 5th. And when I ended up graduating high school before my older brother. So there you go. So I still laugh about it. My brother will find out I brought it up on this show and he'll get very angry. Bear Slayer says, I was maybe 2 on 1, depending on timing, in late December, baby. Not seasoned enough to keep up with you. Age is just a number. You're right. You're right. Age is just a number now. Even though I'm as experienced as I am, I was thinking earlier. The thought went through my head. I'm emotionally the same as I am now as I was in my 20s. And I was thinking about my friends. I don't have a lot of friends. I intentionally don't have a lot of friends. But I had a message from a friend of mine, from an old friend of mine in radio that's 20 something, or their late 20s. And I was like, it's so weird that I relate to these young people like that. It's because in my mind, I relate better to people in their 20s and 30s than I do to like people in their 50s. Like there are other people that I went to school with where I'm like, oh my God, they're so old. Just because in my mind, I don't know if I have if my growth stunted emotionally or what, but I do feel a lot younger than I am. I mean, look, I'm into comic books. I care way too much about sports. I care way too much about ridiculous things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wes says, I have friends right here on Chubby Ray Comics. I have friends in their 20s and I'm comfortable with them. And then I have older friends. Oh, hi, Christina. I have older friends. Oh, hi, Tom. That just feel old to me, that are closer to my age. So I think I'm emotionally stunted. So I don't know. But oh well. That's neither here nor there. So what comic book gossip's going around, guys? What comic gossip's going around? Has anybody heard any good stuff? We got any good comic gossip that I should talk about? Or should I bring up the phones? You guys want to do phone calls? Maybe I should bring it up. By the way, is anybody going to see any movies? Are we going to see movies, or is it still Mando and Grogu? What's the movie? Is there a movie I should, New Avengers book by Chip. Did they announce that? Is that real? Chip Zdarsky? When is the Chip Zdarsky New Avengers coming out? Oh, I wish I'd have seen that. That's awesome. Did that get announced today? Is that cool? That's awesome. New Avengers. Hold on. Is that in our news section of Discord? James usually puts that stuff up. Here we go, guys. All right. Chip Zdarsky and Marco Cacchetto. Oh, my God. Oh, that's fantastic. That's amazing. All right, let me check the news. Hold on. I want to check let me go to Chubby Ray Comics Discord. I'm going to the news section. Here we go. Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics announces Chip Zdarsky and Marco Cacchetto reunite to launch a trailblazing new run of Avengers. The new ongoing series spins out of Avengers Armageddon, which is the 5-issue limited series. Oh my God. Oh, that's great. Earth's mightiest heroes into a dramatically transformed Marvel universe. Now Earth itself needs to be avenged. A bold lineup of heroes, a mix of legendary Avengers, proven mainstays, and wild card newcomers assembled to protect a broken world that has more reason than ever not to trust them. Once again, the Avengers take center stage in Marvel Comics storytelling. Oh my God! Oh, that sounds fantastic. Dude, that's awesome. All right, here's the characters that are involved. Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage, Captain Marvel. Oh my God, you guys, you want to see the picture? Here is the picture of issue 1 of the New Avengers by Zdarsky and Kaketto. Check out this picture. It is unbelievable. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, man. Captain Marvel, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Wolverine, Spider-Man. Where's Captain America? It's got to have Captain America, right? Is Cap not on it? Damn. Damn. We need Cap, right? Wow. That looks awesome. That does look awesome. No Cap, Chris says. I mean, the Avengers need Captain America. Cyclops fan says Captain America is in hell. He's in hell. What the hell? I don't know. I haven't read anything. Wait until you read Chip's Cap run before. Oh, no. Did something happen to Cap? Oh. I'd hate it. I love Captain America. I'd hate if something happened to him. Damn it. Damn it. That would be, I hope nothing bad happened. Renata Savage, all good, but my nephew's been bedridden. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. He's bedridden after a car accident. He reads comics, but he loves Spider-Man. All right. Yeah. Yeah. For your nephew, how old is he, big kiddo? Is he super young, or is he a teen? Or if he's a teen, all right, I'm thinking he's over 16 if he was in a car accident, right? So, all right, then he's to, let's pick out some good Cap for him. Or let's pick out some good Spider-Man for him. I'll tell you, the Joe Kelly Spider-Man run that's going on now is actually very good. Just turned 21 and he wasn't driving. Oh God, that sucks. Wes says they just put out that brand new day compact. Yeah, that would be good. Man, hold on. Big kiddo, let me grab something. Here. Let me grab something for him. I'm actually selling a Spider-Man that I could donate to your nephew. Let's see here. Where is it? What do I have? Oh, dude, here you go. He would love this. Oh, this is good. Let me check something really quick, man. Let me check. Big kiddo, hold on. Let me check my Discord. I got to go to my buy and sell on Discord. Let me go to my buy and sell and find Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. Oh, here you go. All right. There's no offers for Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. So, Big Kiddo, I'm going to send this. I will send this to your nephew. This is Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man, Venom. Dude, this is a legendary story. And this is thick. If he reads this, man, this has got Cloak and Dagger and Deathlock. And I mean, there's so many great guests in it. And it's such a great story. It's got a Black Cat. It's got Felicia Hardy in it. It's got the New Warriors in it. Darkhawks in it. It's so many great guest stars. It's such a great story. And at the root of this is Peter and MJ. This is just an epic storyline. Big Kiddo, send me an email with your address on it. And I will send this to you, and you can take it to your and I can get this, and I'll get this to him. All right. Let me see. You tell me if you. Let me check the other one too, because I have another one too. But I think somebody actually made a bid on the other one. I'd have to find it. I have the whole Venom. I have the whole Spider-Man Venom thing, but I think somebody wanted that. I think somebody offered me like $15 for that. So I think I'm selling that one, but I can't find it. But yeah. But here's Maximum Carnage. I will send this to you, brother. I will send this to you, and you get it to your nephew. All right? That sucks that he got in a car accident, man. Nobody's offered to buy this yet, so let's give it away. I think it'd be good. Be awesome. What's a good price for the second volume Omni of Batman No Man's Land? Oh, man. I don't know. What's it go for? I mean, I would be surprised. I would be surprised if you'd have to pay. I would be shocked. Let me check Amazon before I say anything. Let me check Amazon. See what it's going for there. Because I mean, No Man's Land. No Man's Land shouldn't. Let's see. No Man's Land Volume 2 on Amazon is $89. That's on Amazon. But I'm sure if it's take my advice. All right, take my advice. If it's still in print, and it can be ordered, Adam can order it, and you get it for, $85. So it'd be a little cheaper, but you have to pay for shipping. I don't know. But I'm just guessing. Maybe it's cheaper. I don't know. But if it's still for order, you can get it from other places too. But I wouldn't pay, I don't know if I'd pay over 85, but it's great. No Man's Land, great. Like I said, Amazon has it for 89. So that'd probably be, at Ganderstein, that's what I'd look at, I'd go to Crooks Bandits Comics or Amazon, because everybody else, you'd have to put an order in and then wait for it. Like IST, dude, they would end up having to order it, and then they'd have to wait for it. And then after they got it, they'd hold it. They wouldn't ship it for a month. So if you want it quick, I would try Crooks Bandits Comics, see if Adam can order it, or if not, just get it from Amazon. That'd be my advice. That would be my advice, brother. You know what I mean? That'd be my suggestion. Next Tuesday says he'll take any giveaways. Thank you, next Tuesday. By the way, Chris says he needs that too. Chris, 89 on Amazon. But I would, like I said, I would send Adam a text, see if he can get it. Because if he can get it cheaper, if he gets it cheaper, if Adam can order it, he'll sell it cheaper than Amazon. You got to listen, that Jeff Bezos, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm telling you, Jeff Bezos probably ordered a shitload of that book. And he probably ordered it $40 a piece. There you go. He probably got it for $40 a piece, and he's selling it for 89. Come on, that's too much. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't pay over $80 for it, but I got it immediately, so I probably paid more than that. But yeah, you said you found it. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, go. I would, it is a great book. No Man's Land, Road to No Man's Land, No Man's Land 1 and 2 might be my favorite Batman omnibuses. It might be my favorite Batman omnibus all in a row. I like it more than Grant Morrison's Batman. I like it more than Nightfall. I really like Bruce Wayne Murderer Turned Fugitive, but I like No Man's Land more. Are there any other Batman event? I like it more than Batman Hush. Are there any more? Batman Under the Red Hood Deluxe Edition is a little better than it, but yeah, it is great. I love No Man's Land. All right. I just read No Man's Land is no longer in print. Now make sure to get it before it goes. But then again, DC will reprint it. They'll reprint it. I think No Man's Land is such a great event. Let's see what they're going to do with Contagion. I think Contagion is going to come out. All right, let me get back to this Chip Zdarsky, the Chip Zdarsky Avengers news. Here's why this makes me happy. You guys who watch this show, you know how I feel about the Brian Michael Bendis era of Marvel. I think the Brian Michael Bendis New Avengers era is the greatest era ever for Marvel Comics, because everything ran through the Avengers. It was Avengers, House of M ran through the Avengers. Civil War ran through the Avengers. Secret Invasion ran through the Avengers. The Dark Reign era ran through the Avengers. Fear itself ran through the Avengers. Siege ran through everything ran through the Avengers. I love the fact that this Marvel announcement, says in the actual promotional announcement, they say that Marvel's flagship superhero team is the Avengers. And it says Avengers is a book that should lead the Marvel universe, where big things happen and surprises keep hitting. That's what Marco and I are doing with every issue. And I can't wait for people to fall in love with these gorgeous pages. That's pretty much the same thing that Brian Michael Bendis said when they were starting the New Avengers. That makes me so excited that Zdarsky is saying it, because that means Marvel's got the same idea going. That is fantastic. That makes me so freaking happy. Oh my God. I'm so excited about this Avengers. Oh God, that makes me so happy. Chip Zdarsky, Avengers with Marco Cagetto. Oh my God. Oh God. It's going to be great. Spider-Man, Wolverine, Luke Cage. I think Luke Cage being in the new Avengers, I thought Luke Cage made them fantastic. I love Luke Cage in the Avengers. Such a great character. That is so good. So good. Mm. That is great. I'm excited, man. That means maybe Marvel's getting their heads out of their ass and they're figuring, you know, they're not that their head's been in their ass, but you know what I mean? They're figuring it out. Maybe they'll have those meetings that they used to have. There's always legendary meetings during the Bendis run where they would have everybody would get together and they would map stuff out. Oh my God. Maybe they're doing that again with Zdarsky at the head. Oh, that would be amazing. You know, Marvel has such amazing creators. Chip Zdarsky, Jed McKay, Gail Simone. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So excited. Ryan North. Oh. They still have Dennis Camp. I don't know if he's doing anything, but Dennis Camp's a great. Oh my God, that's a great. Oh, let's give Joshua Williamson's doing Iron Man, right? Oh, we could have another Marvel resurgence. Oh my God. That would be so great. Isn't Stephanie Phillips is doing Daredevil, right? Yeah, Stephanie Phillips doing Daredevil. Jed McKay is doing Moon Knight and Avengers, but then he'll obviously come off Avengers, but he's also doing X-Men. Gail Simone's doing Uncanny X-Men. Ryan North's doing Fantastic Four. Like I said, Joshua Williamson doing Iron Man. Zdarsky's doing Captain America. Is that it? I mean, who are some of is there a Captain Marvel book? Is there we did this question on one of the live shows last week, which was what should be ongoing Marvel books. And remember, our list was a hell of a lot more books than what Marvel's doing. You know what I mean? Marvel needs to be making a lot more books. Here was our list. This was our list of here was our list of ongoing Marvel books. All right. Amazing Spider-Man, which is Joe Kelly. X-Men, Jed McKay. Uncanny X-Men, Gail Simone. Fantastic Four, Ryan North. Iron Man, Joshua Williamson. Captain America, Chip Zdarsky. Venom is Al Ewing. Wolverine is Saladin Ahmed. Hulk is Philip Kennedy Johnson. Thor is Al Ewing. Moon Knight is Jed McKay. There is no Doctor Strange. There is no Ghost Rider. There is a Black Cat miniseries, a Deadpool miniseries, and Miles Morales is still being done by Cody Ziegler. Those were and Punisher is being done right now as a miniseries. But I love the fact that Zdarsky is taking over the Avengers. That's awesome, dude. I would love to see an Avengers and a new Avengers. I think, you know, during that era that I'm talking about with Bendis, it was New Avengers and Mighty Avengers. You know, that was awesome. By the way, there's no Black Panther book right now. Is that true? We need a Black Panther book. We definitely need that. I'm looking over my Marvel books trying to see what else we need. And I'm talking main. Well, yeah, I said Daredevil by Stephanie Phillips. Yeah, I love. Yeah, I like Stephanie Phillips a lot. I love Daredevil. I'm looking over my Marvel, see what else we need, guys. They really do need an ongoing Black Panther. They need an ongoing. There should always be an ongoing Punisher. There should always be an ongoing Doctor Strange. I mean, come on. That's just common sense. They should always have that. There should be an ongoing Captain Marvel. I mean, Deadpool, they don't need Deadpool. I liked when they had Defenders, a good Defenders. But I also like the Champions, as I told you guys. Their Moon Knight that they have with Jed McKay is very good. Well, I wish Marvel luck. I hope we get good things from that. The cancellation of Imperial, really? Yeah. Yeah, Imperial, it screwed the. I was liking that Nova. There was Nova. Nova teamed up with what's his name from the Guardians of the Galaxy. By the way, there should be a Guardians of the Galaxy in there, isn't it? I was looking forward to that Nova book. And then there was one, you guys, there was a book with Darkhawk, and it came out of Imperial. It was Darkhawk. It was, why am I forgetting? I'm totally zoning on who is it. But it was really, I mean, it was a great series inside the Imperial book. And let me grab the book and I'll tell you what it was. It was an awesome story. It was Darkhawk. There was the whole Galactic Black Panther thing that would have been cool. But there was Planet She-Hulk, which was Planet She-Hulk story in Imperial was very good, man. Was very good. I can't believe they canceled that. All right. Let me get the name. I want to get the name of the one with Darkhawk. There was Nova Centurion, which I really like. That was written by, I think Dan Abnett wrote that. I might be wrong, but there's Darkhawk, Captain Marvel, Darkhawk, and who was the other one? It's Captain Marvel, Darkhawk, and Gamora. Oh my God. That's a great, and I loved the one shot they did in the Imperial book. It was so good. God, and what was that called? Let me get the name of it. Hold on, guys. This is real. If you guys read Imperial, you know what I'm talking about. It's Imperial Guardians. Imperial Guardians. Oh my God, I loved it. And it was written by, let me get who wrote it so I can credit. I want to credit whoever wrote it because I really liked it a lot. Dan Abnett. It was Dan Abnett and Jonathan Hickman wrote Imperial Guardians, which I really liked. Imperial War Nova Centurion was Jed McKay and Jonathan Hickman. And that was Nova and why am I forgetting Star-Lord. Nova and Star-Lord. That was really good. Planet She-Hulk was really good. I can't believe they canceled all that stuff. Imperial War Exiles, I can see why they canceled that. That wasn't that good, but the Imperial War Black Panther was pretty good. I just can't believe they canceled. They canceled all the cosmic stuff. They should have found a way to include like Quasar, you know what I mean? Some more of those cool cosmic, you know. But they canceled it, unfortunately. I'd love to see that stuff come back too. I love seeing Nova because Nova's one of my favorites. Oh well. Yeah, that would have been cool to see that actually, to see Marvel not cancel it so quick. I mean, I can understand canceling a book, but I can't understand only giving a book like one issue. That's insane. And then saying, "Oh, it didn't sell enough with one issue." God damn, how many books does it have to sell? How many books does it have to sell to keep going? Son of a bitch. I mean, you know, anything with I'll buy anything with Darkhawk. But that Darkhawk, Captain Marvel, Gamora, that was a great story, and it was written by Dan Abnett. Abnett knows cosmic stuff. It was really good, man. It was very good. Wes says, I feel like there has to be more to it than what. Yeah, there has to be, right? But look, even the writers, Jed McKay, Nova Centurion was Jed McKay. Stephanie Phillips was writing Planet She-Hulk. And Dan Abnett was writing Imperial Guardians, whatever the hell it's called. I mean, come on. Those are great writers. It's not like the writers were troubling. You know? Webswinger says, thoughts on Nightwing, New 52, and Grayson? Oh, I like them both. Nightwing, New 52 is Kyle Higgins. It's when he's got the red Nightwing costume. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It has a lot to do with Haley Circus and the twins. I can't remember their names, but the two female villainous twins that are actually Acrobat stars, they're in it. It's good, but it's Nightwing in Gotham. It's Nightwing in Gotham, and then eventually he joins Huntress, and that's when he becomes Grayson Super Spy or whatever. And then he eventually leaves that and he moves back to Bloodhaven. And I think Bloodhaven, it gets good having him in Bloodhaven. By the way, Cyclops fan, Marvel cuts orders now, or Marvel cuts titles after 5 issues now. But the pre-orders on Imperial were so low, they cut the whole line. See, that's terrible. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to get the books in the store so people can buy them. Jesus. Give them a shot. Give us a chance to buy them. Webswinger says, did he move back to Bloodhaven? Well, he doesn't become Nightwing again until the Rebirth era. Okay. So he moves. The Rebirth era is him becoming Nightwing again and moving back to Bloodhaven. That's the start of the book. Grayson, the Grayson thing, it finishes. That whole arc finishes, like the whole story. He becomes a spy for a reason. He becomes one with Helena or whatever her name is. They become spies, and then they actually accomplish what they're looking to do. And then he comes back. He goes back to Bloodhaven to become. He never intended to not be Nightwing again. Like the end game of Grayson was always for him to become Nightwing again. You know. And that was just the end of New 52. New 52 ended with him being Grayson, which I got it. It's a fine story, but I never understood the whole reason why. It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I mean, it's Tim Seeley. Tim Seeley is great art. Tim Seeley is a great writer. And isn't it Mikkel Janine? Or the art is really good in Grayson. Guys, check. Isn't it Janine who does the art for Grayson? The art is very great. The art is very, very great. It's really good art. And I think it's Mikkel Janine. Wes is the reason why is Dan Didio hates Nightwing and wanted him out of the Batman books. I'll be damned. Well, there probably is some treat to that. Yeah. And John says, yes, it is Janine. And Janine's great. His art is fantastic. Grayson's art is good. The story's good. But I just, in hindsight, I wish they hadn't done it. But I love Dick Grayson. I think he's great. I love Nightwing. I was even a fan of Grayson Super Spy. It's actually good. Very good. So it might sound bad, but it is not. Fact check. Dr. Seuss did the art for Grayson. No, Dr. Seuss did not. Dr. Seuss is not an artist, is he? As far as I know. By the way, I'm very excited. Once again, I'm very excited for Chip Zdarsky Avengers. That is going to be awesome. Very excited. By the way, Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Captain Marvel, Daredevil, come on. That's such a great team. I mean, we've been wanting Daredevil to get in the Avengers for how long? He's finally in the Avengers. God. I'm looking forward to I'm so looking forward. When is it coming? When did they say it's coming? I'm reading like when it's going to happen. I can't wait for when this is coming. Oh my God. I might get single issues of that, man. I might actually get single issues of Avengers by Zdarsky and Capetto. They're saying it's on sale June 10th. Or that's Avengers Armageddon. The path to Avengers #1 and the formation of Earth's mighty survivors begins next week with Avengers Armageddon #1. So June 10th, you can buy the first issue leading up to this. So that's why they made the announcement. That's an awesome announcement, man. That makes me very happy. It's kind of mind-blowing that Dennis Cowan, the artist of the Equestrian, is drawing Nightwing, right? Is Dennis Cowan drawing Nightwing? Last Nightwing I read is Dexter Soy. Did they take him off? Shit, what the hell happened there? I love Dexter Soy's artwork. Is only second to Bruno D'Adando. I love Bruno's art's amazing. Dexter Soy is great. I haven't seen Dennis Cowan's yet. Anyone read Batman Daylight? I have not. That's my weekend. I'm so excited about reading it. By the way, Patreon exclusive video. There's a new Patreon exclusive video up, you guys. Oh, hold on. I got to hit a button. Now there's a new Patreon exclusive video. I put the Patreon exclusive video from, there were 2 Patreon exclusive videos yesterday. It was the DC shelf, my DC shelf, and a Batman Daylight exclusive. And then today there's a exclusive just went up. My bad. I had to hit one, but I actually set it to go live at 2:00 this afternoon, and I forgot to hit the publish button. So now I've published it. Yeah. Federico says it's awesome, guys. It's awesome. Love it. Oh, I can't wait. I am ready. I am ready. I'm such a fan of Matt Fraction. I'm sure it's going to be perfect. I'm just so excited. It's going to be my trade paperback Tuesday, obviously. Wes says he's been reading Fractions, Batman, and Singles. I was going to. I had to hold off to do it because I was going to buy DC Infinite just to read that. Just like I said, I was going to buy Marvel Unlimited or whatever to buy to get the Zdarsky Captain America run, but I was going to buy DC Infinite just to get the Fraction run. Xbox says, well, if I didn't read it, they would have thought I was a farmer. Well, you're right. Thunder says it's time to read the names. Oh, you're right. Okay, Thunder, let me start. It's going to take a while. All right. I don't want to lose. I got over 40 viewers. I don't want to start losing people. So don't get mad at me, people. But I want to read the names of people who are in the drawing. This way, you guys can take care of your names and how many times you're in here. And that way, when you hear me throwing them in the trash tomorrow, you'll know how many names you have left. All right. So I'm going to start reading names. Should we add Tom? Let me ask Tom. Let me ask my producer, Tom. Tom, should we add some names before I start reading them all? Should we add some first and then I read all of them? Or should we add names while reading them? Let me know, Tom, because I can add some names right now. I've got the tickets. I've got tickets that I could add. Tom says, let's do it. Let's add. All right, let me add some names, Tom. All right. It's a good idea. That's a good idea. Look at how old. Look at my glasses. Look how old I am. I have to, just to see, I have to pull them off my nose. All right, here we go. First one. First name. All right. Second name. Oh, crap. Here's one that fell. All right. I don't know if he's gonna. I think he said he didn't want him, but I drew a third name. You guys will have to remind me because I thought he said he didn't want to pay for shipping. So blah blah blah. All right. There's fourth name. Again, this guy got in again. All right, two. Here's who got in, everybody. Loader Sempire. Loader Sempire. Jose Morales. Got in again. Here's the one I'm not sure. Lacanema. Lacanema said he didn't want to pay for shipping, right? So Lacanema said no. Am I right in that? I'm going to put it to the side. Let me know. Let me know by tomorrow, guys. Or let me know now, whatever you think. Madden got in again. Good job, brother. And last one, Gallandopoulos. Let me draw one more name in case Lacanema Does not get in. Here we go. Rowdy Man. Let me check. Let me double check Rowdy Man. Let me double check Rowdy Man. Make sure he's still a member. Because Rowdy Man does not sound familiar. I just want to make sure that they do have a membership, before I put them in. Rowdy Man. I'm looking for Rowdy Man. He's in. All right, Rowdy Man, you're in, brother. Rowdy Man is in. Awesome. All right, my bad, Rowdy Man. How dare I question that? All right. So you guys are in. Tom, let's do a rando. We'll do a rando. We will do a rando, and then if I can see it, hold on. All right, I'll do a rando, and then I'll start reading names. All right, Tom, over 25, less than 100. 3, 2, 1. Start counting. I'm scrolling up. Let's see who gets in, guys. It'll be someone who's commented on today's show is getting in. And this is for the Detective Comics Omnibus. This is right above my head. The Detective Comics Omnibus. All right. I'm scrolling up. I am scrolling up. And when we get to the top, I will start scrolling down. If we get to the top, it just depends when Tom counts to whatever number. Tom's counting to a number. When he reaches that number, he will send me a text. When I get the text from Tom, that's when I will stop. And I will then pick a person, and that person and the two above that person and the two under that person will all be put into the Rice Krispies Cup of Death. And then I will read all the names. All the names will be read. There was the, you saw that light blue? That was the super chat that's keeping us going. Because the show would be over if it weren't for the super chat. Uh-oh. I just got text from Tom. All right, guys, here we go. Here's Tom's text. Tonight's rando is being launched. No ceremonially sacrificed into the Rice Krispies Cup of Death. It's a bewildered soul tangled in a scandal they didn't even know, that they didn't even RSVP for. We're talking about a person who has absolutely not gotten together with Wes and DP. Yet somehow they got swept into their soap opera adjacent chaos like a rare variant cover caught in a rogue omnibus avalanche. Meanwhile, Chubby Ray, who is actively preparing to give away a Batmobile, I am not, while aggressively lying to our faces that he isn't, decided to deflect. He blamed Ganderstein and Cyclops fan for rigging all the entries. Naturally, both responded with the synchronized sweating through their shirts panic of two people who managed to look guilty even when they're completely innocent. Accusations flew. Receipts were frantically waved. Someone in the back screamed, "And this is happening right now!" All the while, the comic giveaway name searcher oscillated up and down like a caffeinated gremlin on a sugar crash, just like Big Fetty. And now, after all the finger pointing, the desperate denials, and Ray's 111th meltdown of the evening, the wheel has spun, and the random winner is... Well, you're so creative, Tom. And the random winner is DP. DP, you're the random winner, brother. DP wins. Underneath him, hello, Chewy Queso. Underneath him, Xbox by Degrees. On top of DP, Xbox by Degrees. On top of Xbox, Gary D. Glory be, the funk's on me. Gary D. All right. So, DP, are you willing to pay for shipping? You know how it works, brother. All right, let me get all these people in. And then I'll read all the names off. I'll let you know how many. And I'll let you guys know how many. I'll read all the names, and then you can know how many you have in the bucket, all right? The drawing is tomorrow night. Carl will join me, and we will do the drawing. We will do the drawing. Carl's probably being a good husband and taking his wife out to dinner, unlike me, who's doing a stupid show instead of spending a Friday night with his lovely wife. But I better not talk bad about her because Christina would, that big mouth Christina would tell on me. Don't tell Christina I called her a big mouth either. I hope you guys would keep our secret. All right. I hope you guys keep our secret. By the way, I'm a little gassy. Forgive me. Thank God there's no smell-o-vision on this show. Because I am a little gassy tonight. And I'm not even sure why. I haven't even eaten. Oh, I take it back. I did eat. I had a chicken taco. I went to a street vendor and got a street taco today. Just one. I couldn't even eat the whole thing. It was too oniony. So I stopped halfway through. Okay. I'm going to fill this out. Gary D, the funk's on me. Xbox. DP. I'm going to fill it in. If you chose you don't want it, I'll cross you out and put whoever's name in, all right? But I'm putting you on. So you're marked on the ticket. Okay. Then we get Chewy Queso. Hello. Chewy Queso and Xbox again. Son of a bitch. All right. Now let me get the people that I drew. Loader Sempire. Rowdy Man. Galandowski. God, Galandowski's got to have a lot in there. He hasn't even been on the live shows lately. I don't know why I spelled his name so much. How the hell did I spell it wrong? Madden. The worst part of the drawing is my handwriting, by the way. And did I name the Jose Morales? I did read Jose's, right? Okay, all you guys are going in. Very gassy. All right. Let me go down to the comments. Ray, give mine to Aaron and Chris. All right, buddy. We'll do, buddy. I'm going to do it. I did not buy a taco from an unhoused person at the train station. No. DP, I'd imagine it's probably $25. I'm guessing $30 at the most. Because that's the last one would have been 30 something, but so my wife said just make it 30. I want to say it's like $30. However, if AC wins, he has to drive down and pick it up. All right. Xbox, you wanted me to give yours away to Marvel Trucker Chris. And who was the other one? Let me see. Aaron. All right. You want Aaron 007? All right. Is that what you mean? Aaron 007? Or Aaron Genie? I need to know. I want to make sure they get the right one. I want to make sure I get the right one, brother. It's not a Batmobile. All right, there's Jose Morales going in. Madden going in. Galandowski going in. Rowdy Man going in. Lotus Empire going in. Marvel Trucker Chris. Chewy Queso. Hello, hello. DP, let me know if you wanted to go in or not. Gary D. Glory be, the funk's on me. Gary D. Let's see. 007. All right, Aaron 007. Cool. Thanks, buddy. I just wanted to know which one. I thought it was Aaron because he's actually in there. Aaron Genie's too good to join us now. He's too good to join us, so I was hoping you'd reward the one that actually shows up. And DP, what about you, brother? Did you want in, or do I give it to somebody else? Let me know, buddy. All right, you're in, DP. All right, you're in, brother. You are in. You are in. You're in, DP. All right, guys, I'm going to start reading. I don't want to be boring. So ask me some comic questions while I'm reading, guys. Let's talk comics while these names are being read. So we have next Tuesday, do a call. If you want to call in, let's talk some comics while I'm reading the names. So I can read names and talk comics for now. That would be awesome. I would love to do that. Hey, Abner, what's up, brother? 007 says, I think Aaron Genie's okay. Why was there something wrong with him? He said his hospital stuff was finally clearing up. So, of course, you guys got to remember, Wes was sick for like a freaking month. He's got that. He's a young, by the way, Wes is only 24. There's no way that immune system should be so bad that he couldn't fight a cold in a month. They need to check you, Wes. See what else is wrong with you. DP, I cannot do it because I'm doing Fractions Batman on Tuesday, but I will finish that and do that on paperback Tuesday, probably the next week. Wes, you are good. You're going to love Superman by Williamson. Hey, Lacanema, I drew your name and I want to know, did you want in the drawing, but you have to pay shipping if you won. So let me know, brother. I'll either keep you in or take you out. I assumed you wanted out, but I did keep your name. Out, so you could be put in. Oh, so you say you've got bad immune. All right. I knew it was because there's nowhere. By the way, Lotus Empire, you got in, brother. Lacanema says they did a good thing canceling this nothing burger of a story Imperial was. I just really wanted to see the Dark Hawk, Gamora, and Captain Marvel story. I thought that was really good, man. I really thought that was good. Overall, I'll agree with you. Overall. Overall, it wasn't that good of a story. I'll give you that. All right, guys, I'm going to start reading the names. These are all the names who are in the elimination drawing for tomorrow night. All of these names will have to be thrown in the garbage until there's one left. When we get one left, that person will win it. I'm going to read everybody now. All right. First name, Chris. Second name, Chris. Oh, my God. Rowdy Man. Jose Morales. Goomba Guy. Thunder Flash. Chris. Lotus Empire. J Riff, Aaron 007, Jeff AWOL, Gun Fanatic, Slasher, Chewy Queso, hello, hello, Tom, Madden, LP, Squints, LP. Keep track, guys. Keep track, because I can't. I'm Ganderstein, Abner, Goomba Guy, AC, Chris, Robert Storms, Los Master. Next Tuesday, Slasher, Papa John, Christina, Meyer, AC. Next Tuesday. Thanks, Lakanima. Awesome, bro. All right. Jose Morales, JD Schlageter. Yeah, you could have been a little more silent about not wanting to be a member, not want to be a subscriber to this stupid show or whatever the hell you said. Jack Solo. Adam. How the hell did Adam get in? Jeff AWOL. Robert Storms again. Tom. Monty Data. Thunderflash. DP. Aaron 007. Galandowski. Gary D. Lakanima, my wife probably puts you in because my wife's the one who handles this. She does my wife is the one who fills the vat. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see the vat, but I just realized you can't see it. Hold on. My wife fills the vat. So you probably canceled and she didn't see the cancellation. So that's what happened. Chewy Queso. Hello, hello. John 678. Meyer. Next Tuesday. Wasabi. AC. Fear Sender. Or Far Sender. Forgive me. LP. Gracie Patrick. Big Fetty. Big Fetty in the house. Jose Morales. AC. Chris. Again, boy, Chris has got a lot of entries in here. Tom. Christopher Landon. Tom. Gun Fanatic. Icon Reese. JD Schlageter. PW. Thunder. Pastafarian. Papa John. Tom. Next Tuesday. Galandowski. Chris. Paolo. Toddy. Dan Swinson. Good old BGD. The Blah Skill. Omnibuds. Chewy Queso. Hello, hello. AC. PW. AC and PW got some entries too. Chip Crisper. Good old Dante. Hassam. Galandowski again. Chris again. Chewy Queso. Hello, hello. Again. God, Chewy Queso's got some entries in here. Wow. Brant. Tom. Gary D. The funk's on me. Galandowski. Man, Galandowski's in here a lot. Aaron 007. He's in there a bit too. Jose Morales. Again, he's got like 4 in there. AC. God, AC's in there a lot. Thunder. Jock Solo. Jacob Rainey. Tom. Aaron. Nicholas Smith. Gracie Patrick. Jose Morales. Next Tuesday. Koa. Thunderflash. El Gazebo. I like El Gazebo. Wasabi. All right, there's only a few left, guys. This is it. Did Aaron Genie not get in this? Next Tuesday. I haven't seen Aaron Genie yet. God, has he been missing that long? John 678. PW. John Oakley. Gun Fanatic. Brant. Chip Crisper. Brant. Last one, Thunderflash. All right. You know who's not? Gear Grinder. How is Gear Grinder not in? Gear Grinder, did you not get in, brother? How did Gear Grinder not get in? Holy crap. And Jacob Olinger is not in either. Did you guys notice that? I'm just trying to think of guys. Olinger's been in every single one. He's not in this one. Yeah. How's Rawl not? Yeah, where's Rawl? Aaron 007 says Aaron Genie has him worried. Man, I hope there's nothing wrong with him. Tom, you call it. We call it. You call it a record. We call you rigged. Tom says he got 7. You got 7, Tom? Holy shit. You got 7. Wow, that's crazy. You know what? I don't care. I'm putting Raul and Gear Grinder in. And Frederico. And is Frederico not in there? Did you guys hear Freddie? Did Frederico not get in? All right. No Frederico, no Raul, and no Gear Grinder. How in the hell is that even possible? I'm going to put you guys in. I can't do a drawing. I hope this doesn't piss anybody off, but I got to put them in. Come on. Let's put them in. How did Frederico, you know why, Frederico, you've been missing this month, haven't you? Right? Haven't you been missing this month? Because he usually gets in from the drawings. All right. I'm putting in Frederico. I'm putting in Gear Grinder. And how in the hell did Raul not get in? Raul's on. Let me just say something. Raul is on every freaking show. Raul never misses a show. He's been on both book clubs. He is a member in good standing. He contributes his reviews. He contributes to Patreon with the reviews. Plus, he's a Patreon member. How in the hell is Raul not on the list? By the way, Sean Rice is not on either. How the hell did Sean not get in? And I got to tell you, I take enjoyment from throwing Raul. I know. I take enjoyment from throwing Raul in the trash. I just, he's not in. Let me to the phone. Hello, you're on Chubby Ray Comics. Who is this? Hi, Tuesday. What's up, brother? You're saying that Raul does not deserve to be in and Frederico doesn't deserve to. Oh, hold on. They're saying they can't hear you. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Let me make sure they can hear you. Hold on. Can you guys hear him now? Talk, Tuesday.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, say it again. Can you guys hear him now? Go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
All right. Oh, Sean Rice says he's not in because he's already got the book. All right, next Tuesday,
Okay.
say what you said.
All right, let me read it. I don't think that they're in the cup because I don't think that they're real fans.
So you're saying Frederico and Raul and Gear Grinder are not real fans of the show?
I've never heard of these people. I've never heard of any of these people. I don't know who they are.
They're always in. Raul is always in. Gear Grinder lately has been in all the time. And
you know what? This sounds like shenanigans and collusion.
Frederico was my first ever guest on the show. Remember, he was the first roundtable guest.
Tell him his medal's in the mail, but it's not in the cup.
Well, he's in the cup now. I just put him in.
Oh my God! You know what? This sounds like rigged collusion to me. I'm going to go to the authorities about this. I'm going to make a stink.
It's not rigged collusion. It's not rigged collusion.
This is
put them in.
This is the new Watergate. This is the Rice Krispie Cup gate.
Oh, here you go. Oh, I just picked. Raul just got picked. Oh, sorry. Raul just got in. I picked him. By the way, Russell. How is Russell Dow not in?
You know who's not in there?
You know what I mean? He didn't get in either.
You know who's not in there? Aaron Jean is not in there.
It's crazy.
You know who should be in there, even though he doesn't want to be in there? Wes.
Who should?
Wes.
Wes should be in there. No, Wes won a bunch. Wes won twice, and he gave it away every time he won.
That's why Wes should be in there. He's the hero who doesn't want to win. That's why he deserves to win. It's the classic tale.
It is weird. It is very weird. It is very weird.
You know whose name I didn't hear? I didn't hear Chrissy because we have a no girls allowed rule. But I mean, still, I didn't hear
Christina is in. Christina did get in. I remember naming her.
I think it should be voided then. I mean, it's
Christina
a boys
got
only
in.
club.
BGD, Big G Dan got in. I saw he got in.
I think if Christina can confirm that all her chores are done, then she can be in.
Christina, are your chores done? All right, Frederico got in. I just picked Frederico. He got in. And Gear Grinder, I put Gear Grinder. He's not in the room now, but he got put in.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got the book you sent me. I just want to say thank you so much. The next Batman Future State. I didn't realize how big this book is, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah. That's you, buddy. I'm glad you got it, brother.
I thank you so much. Thank your wife for packaging it so nicely. Thank you for her sending it out. I really appreciate it. This is a really cool gift. I'm going to cherish this for as long as I have it.
Let me know if it's good. I've never read it. Let me know if it's good. I like John Ridley, but I've never read the book.
Is Fear State considered Elseworlds?
I don't know, because it's supposed to take place in the future, and because they have a sliding timeline. I don't know if they're ever going to get to the future. So that and Kingdom Come and all that stuff is kind of I don't know if that's Elseworlds or not.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let me know if it's good. I do want to know if that's good.
I'll let you know. And real quick, somebody wants to sing a jingle for you real quick. Sing it for him. Sing it. That's fine. Sing it. Oh, she doesn't want to sing. Never mind. I tried to prep her to sing it.
I was hoping to hear it.
All right, brother. I'll give you a call later.
All right, next Tuesday. Later, bud.
I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you.
Love it. That's awesome. So much riggery. I feel like Monty Data, you got in, brother. You're in. You got in. I mean, Russell. How did Russell not get in? There's somebody else who didn't get in that I'm thinking, shit, how did that person not get in? In fact, there's like 3. I got off the top of my head. There's 5. I'm up to 5 people now. I'm up to 5 people that I'm shocked are not in. Aaron Genie's one of them. Russell. I mean, I put Federico in. I put Raul in. But my God, I'm thinking so many people. Sean Rice, South Force. How did South Force not get in? South Force is in all the time. How did he not get in? Wow. I'll be damned. Well, we'll see. The drawing's tomorrow night, guys. The drawing is tomorrow night. We're doing it. And we're giving this away tomorrow. In fact, I have to change. I should have had Christina and Dan come over and empty out my garbage. I'll have to do it now, like a pauper. I'm going to change my garbage bag, so I have a fresh new garbage bag tomorrow when I do the drawing. Oh, there you go, guys. The garbage can is now empty and ready to be filled tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm very ready for the giveaway tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. What a show. What a show is going to be. Take your own damn garbage out. Nope, Christina, I'm going to save it for when you come over. So you can take the garbage out. That's my plan. You guys, let's hear a good luck for Christina. Her washing machine. Her washing machine got clogged because her clothes are too big. So the washing machine clogged it. She was doing Steve's laundry and it was so thick that it clogged her washing machine and broke it. And she's been trying to get it fixed and her washing machine has not been working. So she's been having to go hang out with the pores at the laundromat. And I just want her to know we're feeling for her. You know what I mean? I just wanted her to know. Don't you have handmaidens to help with the laundry? Oh, by the way, I just found a ticket on the floor. Is it Aaron Genie? Oh no, it's another Thunder Flash. Sorry, Thunder Flash. There's one of you on the floor. All right. You just got in again, brother. Lakanima says, your washing machine is still broke? Good Lord. Yeah, her washing machine is still broken. In fact, here, you guys, I'm going to show you this picture. This is the picture. This is the picture that Christina sent me today. I'm going to share with you the picture. Here's the picture that was sent to me. from my good friend. Here's my good friend sending me a picture. She sent me a picture from the laundromat because I was making fun of her for going to the laundromat. And then she sent me this picture. So there you go. There is the picture of Christina. There she is at the laundromat, guys, with the pores. Sorry, Christina. Sorry, that's where you have to hang out. But, you know, society has a place for you and your kind. I'm just saying. We gotta put you people somewhere. You're up to no good. Kevin says, awesome. How you doing, Kev? What's up, brother? Aaron says, I was at the laundromat yesterday. Christina's. I will not repeat what she says. My kind. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, society's better when your kind sort of sticks together. That's all I'm saying. I'm not insulting anyone. I'm just saying your kind. Society's better when your kind stay together, and we'll leave it at that. I don't want to elaborate on that. Wes says, does Christina have red hair, or does it just look that way in the pic? No, she's got, her hair is sort of reddish. Yeah, reddish blonde. Chris says she is a farmer. Yeah, she's a farmer. In fact, she raises those chickens or whatever. She's got chickens that lay eggs. The eggs are great. I don't buy store-bought eggs. I get my eggs fresh from Christina, and they're fabulous. By the way, Laconima says she never runs out of eggs to throw at my house. No, Christina's friends with my wife, so I think I'm safe. She's not gonna, she doesn't want to ruin a relationship with my wife, so I'm pretty sure that I stay out of any trouble because of it. Thank God. Thank God my wife's such a wonderful person. Lori says, Chrissy, you put up with such nerds. Oh, here we go. You don't need to repeat what Christina said. Just show her picture. Yeah. From now on, when Christina gets mouthy, I will just say, I want you guys to remember, if anyone starts saying good things about her, I'm going to say, this is who you're saying good things about right there. That's the person. There you go. That's the person. That's the person. You're taking their side. And we'll leave it at that. There you go. Put in the trap. I put that bag in the Christina zone. Next Tuesday says, friends with your wife. It's a trap. No, it's not a trap. No, she's friends with my wife, but that's why I can't say anything bad about my wife, because Christina would text and tell on me. She's got a big mouth. Oh, I just dropped my trash can. I'm getting the trash can ready for tomorrow night, guys. The big drawing. Very excited. Very exciting. Carell and I will do the big drawing. And tomorrow night, you will find out who's going to win the omnibus. And I don't know if we're going to do any giveaways. I don't know if we're going to do any giveaways for anybody who finishes second and third. I think we're just going to do the omnibus, and that's it. That's what I'm thinking. As of right now. Now, who knows what happens tomorrow, but I'm saying as of right now. All right, I believe the trash can is almost ready. And now, everybody, now it is perfect. The trash receptacle is ready. It's ready for tomorrow, when all the names will go in the trash. I will start drawing near the beginning of the show tomorrow night. The show is at 5 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night. All right. And then I will pick a name and that person will go in the trash until there's only one name left. And then when there's one name left, that person will win the omnibus. Oh, it makes me so happy. By the way, we are also tomorrow. I am also going to put up a new paperback that I'm giving away on Patreon. Plus, we will have a Patreon exclusive video. I'm trying to put up Patreon exclusive videos every single day. Every single day, I will put up a Patreon exclusive video. And I will put up a Patreon exclusive paperback. And we will give away the Patreon exclusive paperbacks the same old way. You have to comment. And when you comment, Thunder will put everybody up on the wheel and we'll do another elimination wheel. All right. That's coming up. That will be coming up tomorrow. All right. New video goes live tonight. And it is my June TBR list, my June to be read. All my June reads are going up. You can see what I'm planning on reading for June. Hopefully I'll get through everything. And then I'll have my I've got my haul and unboxing will be put up on Saturday. And then I have, boy, I'm way ahead. I got a bunch of videos in my mind. I've got more videos for next week. All right. Wes says he's already seen the video because he's cool like that. Well, all right, brother. All right, buddy. Trash can fam, guys. Ray, what will you do if Thunder what will Ray do if Thunder abandons him one day? I'll have to teach Tom how to do that wheel. I got to teach Tom. I got to have because yesterday Tom left. Remember, Tom wasn't on the show, and I didn't have anybody to do the random draw with. And I was sitting there doing a random drawing for like 10 minutes. I figured, all right, something's wrong. Tom must have died, and it turned out he wasn't dead. He just didn't know he had a show. All right, guys. I'm looking at the time. We're done, right? We should wrap it up. Let's wrap it up, and I'll come back tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Central. You guys are great. I love talking comics. Let me say, the Zdarsky-Kaketo Avengers news is huge. The X-Men we would eliminate. I hate to say it, but the most votes from you guys was Jean Grey. Wow. Is Jean Grey alive or dead? Because I haven't read all of Krakoa. I did read the Stephanie Phillips Phoenix series. I did read that. So I know that Phoenix, but I don't know if Jean is alive or dead or what, but I did read Stephanie Phillips and I really liked it. I read the first trade paperback and it was a very good read. But I don't know where she is now, and I certainly don't know how she came back. But I imagine if she did, it's during Krakoa, maybe. But Jean Grey was the person you guys voted to be eliminated from the X-Men. And the X-Men universe to be deleted was Mojo. We got rid of that freaking Mojo. Mojo has no business. Mojo has no business being in the X-Men. When did Jean came back? Let me know where Jean came back so I can read this. What was the what omnibus is in that in? I need to know what omnibus that's in so I can read it because I have no idea. Wes is saying Jean came back right before Krakoa. Oh my God. I need to read this. And what omnibus is it in? Mojo over Arcade. I hate both those. I hope both those bastards die. I hate Mojo. I hate Arcade. Wes says it's in the Phoenix Death and Rebirth of Jean Grey omnibus. I have that. I have that omnibus. Maybe I should read it. I don't think you guys can see it because my Crooks and Bandits garbage is in the way. I got to get all that Crooks and Bandits garbage thrown out. All right. All right, guys. Later, Christina. Let's wrap it up, and I'll wrap up this show. Come back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central with another edition of Chubby Ray Comics Live. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and good luck. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody that is in the cup. The drawing is tomorrow. The drawing is tomorrow. You guys are awesome. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Friday night. So long, everybody. Hope you guys all eat something great. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.